Hello, good morning. My name is Engers, Sepulveda Rivas, and my ID, well, I don't know how to say matricula, so it will be ID, it's 2016 3780. I know that the main reason of this video is to talk about your heroes. However, I don't actually have an actual hero, just one hero. I have multiple heroes. The greatest hero that I have in my life is my mom, which let me show you a picture of her and I. Yeah, you can look at her. She had been the most greatest blessing that I have in my life. I know that it will be a little bit narcissist talk about about myself, but I need to tell a little bit of a story so you can understand why she is my hero. When I had 1 year and a half, we used to live all my family. Like not only the other photo that you saw, this one, it was like 5 or 6 people more than this living on just one house. So you might imagine that it was a little bit tight for that high amount of people. But on that time, I didn't live. My father was not with my mother; they were divorced. So it was kind of a little bit tough. She didn't have her college degree. It was pretty hard for her to get a job, but she was doing her best to put us through to put through the situation. When I had 1 year and a half, we used to live all the family in the same house with my uncle, which is this one. Let me see if I can focus him. No, Facebook won't allow me. Okay, great. Well, it's this one, this man, Mr. Carlos Rivas, as he was the only manly figure, the only paternal figure that I have in that house. I used to thought that he was my father. So, in base on the information that my family told me, I used to follow him everywhere. So we have like a little garage in our house with a little inclination, like an area that was like a hill. So he was putting out the car from the garage, and looks like that I followed him and I got distracted on the hill. So when he was doing taking the reverse to take the car out of the garage, he basically crossed over me. Both wheels go over my chest and my head. The miracle that I'm still alive is because I was 1 year and a half, and most of the impact went through this ear. So I still can hear, but a little bit less than this one. And even though there was a great hit, I still have a few marks on my head, but with the hair, you're not gonna be able to see it. But it was kind of complicated. My mom was pretty terrified. She didn't have money. I was sent to the hospital. One of my aunt from my father family was taking care of me, and she basically said that I would be dead on one night, which I think she made a little bit of mistake because I'm still alive. But the greatest point that I would say that my mother is my hero is that even without the resource, without the knowledge, without the experience, she gave her everything to take care of three childs. Me, this one that it's my brother, the one that it's a little bit taller than me, and this one that this photo is kind of old because I'm pretty fatter than that time, but it's pretty good sample. And after my family started to move out from that house, we stayed only my mom and my brothers and my grandma, which she was not that much on home because she was a citizen of the United States, so she needed to travel a lot. And my brothers and I, we didn't have the greatest relationship because this one is the only brother that I have from mother and parents. We are the only one that are purely blood related. This one is only from mother. And you will say, okay, you're just telling me the story of your life. That woman, without having any kind of opportunity, she did her life for us. Basically, she almost died when I had like 4 years. She had cancer. She spent 9 months in a hospital bed fighting for her life, and the only image that she had on her mind was her child's. She did everything that she could, Even though that we sometimes she had to spend since 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. At the streets, working, doing every kind of job in order to get a little bit of money for give us food, basically. After she came back from work, she will just sit out with us on the table and ask if we did the homework and verify with us. I used to hide the backpack under my bed. She didn't find it, and when she did get, she knew about it. It was a pretty big deal because I didn't like to do homework. Being honest, there's a few things that have never changed. Even though that I will like to be humble, I know that I'm smart, but I'm pretty lazy, and I'm not gonna lie about it. And as I told you, she did everything that she could, and as you know, she didn't have the resource to give us the greatest school, but she did give us a great education. She didn't have the money to give us like a lot of courses or things that we can learn. However, she did encourage us to learn by ourselves. Like my English, I didn't learn English with any kind of teacher. Even though my English is not perfect, I'm pretty sure that you're able to understand everything that I'm saying. And even though that I still make a few mistakes, I speak it fluently. So I'm pretty proud about it, and she's the greatest proud of my life. I will do everything for her because she have done everything for us, and she still does it. Even though she's not working right now, she does everything for me. Like she was able to make me to go one of the greatest schools in Santo Domingo, which is a polytechnic. I don't know how to say it in English, but it was this school, the Instituto Politécnico Pilar Constanzo. And on this one, great. Thank you for it. Thanks to this school, it's one of the greatest reasons because I'm able to get a job with no problem because it's a great background for me. So some people will say that their heroes are maybe for let's say engineers they will say Nikola Tesla, and for people like system designers they will say maybe Steve Jobs. I do value the amount of knowledge that those people have, and I would like to learn about from them a lot. But the greatest hero, the hero that a man can have on his life, is a woman, and he's your mother. And yeah, I might be a little bit spoiled kid. Well, not spoiled because I do have to do a lot, and she had been pretty rough on me. But I'm just a mommy child, to put it on this way. So thanks to take this time to listen to me. I know that maybe it's not a lot of information, maybe it's not something that important,